Now that we've gone over some things that cause you to bend your lead arm in the backswing, I'm going to show you my method for keeping your lead arm straight in the backswing. I call it push-pull. Now, there are a lot of other different ways, and a lot of people use them. They're good at it. They didn't work for me, but if they're working for you, that's fine. But I found that none of them were really working for me very well. So I came up with this method. Like I said, I call it push-pull. Basically, my problem was I would get up to here and I would try to keep my arm straight. And with no resistance, that was really hard. I felt like I was having to lock my elbow out. And that's something you never want to do. So what I started doing was I would come up to here and I'd push with my trail arm, push with my lead arm. So what I would do is I would come up to this point and I would push with my lead arm and pull with my trail arm. This creates just enough resistance that I'll have something to push against. Creates just enough resistance at the top. You don't have to push or pull hard. You're just trying to create a little resistance so you have your lead arm has something to push against so you can keep it straight. Again, you go up to the top and you push and pull. Let's go up to the top, push and pull. It actually has the added bonus that it gets my trail arm into a really good spot. This is when I come up here to the top, push, pull. This trail arm tucks into the slot and it's just in a perfect position. Now notice it's off my chest. Remember, your lead arm is what determines the bend in your trail arm. If your lead arm is straight, your trail arm has got to reach out to get it. If you keep your lead arm straight, you can't really bend your trail arm up without bending this arm. It's got to come out and get out to that arm. So it's your lead arm that determines the correct bend in your trail arm. Again, so I can just come up, push and pull. Push, pull. It's not a lot of effort. It's just enough to give you something to your lead arm to push against. Because with something to push against, it's actually pretty easy to keep it straight without locking it out. Okay, this is the first of the exercises in the push-pull method to keep your arm straight. If you haven't watched the previous videos in the series, here's the link here. It's also linked down in the comments. You need to go back and watch those so you'll understand what's going on when you get to this point. So how do we do the push-pull? Well, for this, we're just going to keep our arms in front of us. And all you do, you push with your lead arm, just push. And then you pull with your trail arm, and I want you to bring it up level. So it's just push, pull. Push, pull. It's not a hard push. It's not a hard pull. You're just trying to create a little resistance so you have something to push against. Now at the top, your lead arm should be straight, but not locked out. Your lead wrist should be flat, and it should also be fully cocked. Your trail arm should be bent and off your chest. Your trail wrist should be fully hinged. Again, it's just push, pull. Push, pull. Push, pull. We're just trying to create a little resistance for your lead arm to push against. When you've got something to push against, your body naturally knows how far to push without locking out that elbow, and that's what we're going for. So now, what's our next exercise? Remember in the previous one, we just did a push-pull standing straight. We just did a push-pull and folded our arms. Push-pull. Just a basic arm fold. Keep our arms in front of us. Now we're going to add a turn. It's going to be push-pull and turn 90 degrees. We're turning our core body. Our arms still stay in front of us. Remember, this is the basic folding motion in golf. The arms stay in front of you. They don't go around you. That's what we're doing here. That's why we can just do a push-pull and turn. Push-pull and turn. Push-pull and turn. So on this next exercise, or on the previous ones, we did a push-pull standing straight. We did a push-pull with a turn. Now we're going to add an athletic stance or bend over in our golf stance and perform a push-pull. Just get down into your golf stance and push-pull. Come up and make sure you're in the right location. I want you to let your head turn on this one. Some problems come in when you try to keep your head straight. So I want you to let your head turn and watch your arms as you're turning to make sure that they're doing as expected. So just get down into your stance. Turn and push-pull. Again, it's the same position at the top. Your lead arm is straight. Your lead wrist is flat, fully cocked. Your trail arm is out off your chest, but it's tucked in. Your trail wrist is fully hinged. That's the position you're looking for at the top. Again, let your head turn with it. I want you to watch your hands as you're turning. Just push-pull. So previously, we've done just a standing push-pull. We've done a rotating push-pull. We've done a push-pull from an athletic stance, letting our head follow. And our last one is do a push-pull with and keeping our eye on the ball. Put the club down. Take your normal stance. And just push-pull. Stand up. Come around. Your arms at the top of the backswing. Your trail arm should be straight, but not locked out. Straight. Your lead arm or lead wrist should be flat and fully cocked. Your trail arm should be off your chest and bent and also tucked in. And your trail wrist should be fully hinged. And of course, the club should be parallel with the ground. Again, we're keeping our eye on the ball this time. Come up straight, and I want you to double check your arms every time. Just come up and do a push-pull. And back to the beginning.